Let's start with a question. How many of you have ever looked up at the night sky and thought, wow, I wish I could capture that moment forever? Yes, well, congratulations. You've taken the first step towards a beautiful hobby called astrophotography. Now, astrophotography might sound intimidating. It's got that sciencey, techie vibe, but I'm here to tell you that it's not rocket science. Okay, technically it is about space, so maybe it's a little rocket science. But don't worry, you don't need a PhD or a spaceship. All you need is curiosity, patience, and a touch of stubbornness. Let's talk about why we would even want to do this. Humans have been looking at the stars since, forever. Some ancient Greek probably stared up at the night sky and said, that cluster looks a lot like a bull. Let's call it Taurus. Thousands of years later, here we are staring at those same stars, except now we've got cameras. Astrophotography is like writing a love letter to the universe. You're capturing the infinite beauty of the cosmos, one click at a time. And the best part, no matter how bad your first attempt is, it's still a picture of the universe. How cool is that? Let me tell you about my first night of astrophotography. Picture this. It's a chilly evening. I'm in the backyard surrounded by snacks because, priorities, right? I have my camera, a tripod, and Google open on my phone because I have no idea what I'm doing. I aimed my camera at the brightest star I could find, pressed the shutter, and waited, and waited, and waited. When I finally checked the photo, I was ecstatic. I had captured a blurry smudge. A truly magnificent smudge. I call it abstract cosmos. Here's the thing. That smudge, it was the start of something magical. Now let's talk about basics. If you're starting out, you don't need the Hubble Space Telescope. A smartphone, a decent DSLR, or a mirrorless camera will do. Pair that with a tripod because, trust me, holding a camera steady for 30 seconds is like trying to keep your hands still after 5 cups of coffee. Then there's the gear rabbit hole. Oh, it's real. One day you're buying a camera, and the next thing you know, you're Googling motorized star trackers at 3 a.m. My advice is to start small. Learn the basics of exposure, ISO, and focus. Practice with what you have. The universe isn't going anywhere. Astrophotography will teach you patience. A lot of patience. First, you'll wait for the right weather. Then you'll wait for the moon to stop photobombing your pictures. And let's not forget the hours spent editing photos, trying to make a faint nebula look less like a smudge and more like, a nebula. But here's the thing. Every second of that waiting is worth it when you finally see your photo. When you look at the screen and think, I took that? That's a galaxy 2.5 million light years away. You'll feel like a wizard. Astrophotography is full of surprises, like realizing that the star you've been photographing for 20 minutes is actually a plane, or discovering that your neighbors think you're spying on them with your telescope, or my personal favorite, being humbled by how little we are in this vast universe. And then there's the happy surprises. The first time you capture the Milky Way, or when you see Saturn's rings through your telescope. Those moments are pure magic. One of the best parts of astrophotography is the community. Astrophotographers are some of the most passionate and generous people you'll ever meet. They'll share tips, tricks, and even lend you a filter or two. They get it. They've been there, chasing smudges and blurry stars. If you're feeling brave, share your photos online. Trust me, the first time when someone says, wow, that's amazing, you'll feel like Neil Armstrong. So why start astrophotography? Well, because it's more than a hobby. It's a way to connect with the universe. It's a reminder of how vast and beautiful our world is. And let's be honest, it's a great excuse to stay up late and eat snacks under the stars. Start simple, stay curious, and embrace the smudges. Before you know it, you'll be capturing galaxies, nebula, and even a meteor or two.